on a bench press, as Heath can tell you from looking from up here down, I'm taking this bar all the way to the upper chest. So I'm not taking it down to the lower chest where I normally do my power movement.
Everything he did was slow and controlled. Everything I did was like fast and athletic.
If you guys can absorb this information now at such a young age, you will destroy me.
Ask Jeff.
I'll be there.
Mike and I are busy. Oh.
Whew. All right.
6 sets of 3. Why'd you just do one then?
Because that wasn't my first set. That was my last warm-up.
Oh,
You want 3
So what we have here is a failure to communicate.
You can't handle the truth.
I sure can't. All right, let me go one. But I'm gonna
Last warm up?
You go first. Yep.
Good call. Here we go. Yeah. Good. Jeffrey, you want to tell these guys about the high incline?
So, look, I'm gonna try to show you guys the incline we're doing. You can't really see it from this angle, but it's not at a typical incline. It's way higher. We're making things a lot harder. We're getting way up here, and we're trying to bury Heath Evans under this weight.
Easy. Our life speaks to what we really care about. Our daily habits speak to what is a priority. So guess what? I can say I love Ava and Naomi all I want, but if my life doesn't speak to the fact that my daily habits prioritize their well-being, then I don't love my kids. If I don't eat right, I don't want abs. So the whole motivation theory is human nature is we do what we want to do. I mean, you can take that in any spin of life, and I will defeat you with that truth. So the Tom Brady's, the Michael Jordans, the Mike O'Hearns, like you're ultimately going to do what you want to do. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. Period. The end.
Boom.
So if you want motivation, quit telling yourself that you want something you don't really want.
On a lighter note.
And what you just heard was actually love, because it's the truth.
Well, hey, that's a huge point because a guy just wrote me and said, I hated you for the longest time because when he asked a question, I said, don't ask me, go attempt it, and then tell me what that works. And he just basically, he goes, I didn't get a straight answer. Well, I'm not here to appease you. You know, you can ask me all the questions you want. I'm going to answer the questions that make sense at the time. But one of the things he just said is sometimes what is it called? Tough love.
Yeah.
Tough love. So the reason I don't answer a lot of DMs and stuff is because the questions you're asking are just dumb questions. They're not the real questions. And if you just pay attention to the basics, you're going to get somewhere. But a lot of the times I'm also going to say, I'm going to answer the guys that go attempt the stuff I tell them to do. If you see something and go, well, why do you do inclines at such a higher level? Go do it. Go do it. Go attempt it and find out what differences is between doing it at that level and the next level. And then we'll talk because now you've experienced it and we can have a discussion. If you just ask questions all day, you're still in a, I don't know, what are they, snowflake world.
Yeah. Good example. My first year with Mike, I just lifted and trained and did what he told me to do. And then I started pinning some thoughts with what he was doing and then how I was changing. When I first got to Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, you can bet your bottom dollar I wasn't there. Oh, why do you do it this way? Well, why do you do it this way? Well, why do you? They had 3 freaking world championships in the bank. He's got 4 Mr. Universe and everything else in the bank. sometimes humility and just watch and learn, watch and listen, watch, listen, and then go try. See what works for you. He doesn't preach it his way is the only way. There's a lot of different ways. There's things that I've taken from him, slightly changed the angle to fit my athletic physique. So he's just preaching on what works. And if you take it and try it, you'll find something inside that truth that works. Coming your way. Triple?
Triple, sir.
Woo! Woo! Pause is in here, Momo.
Just get motivated. Set yourself on a goal. Set yourself a 4-week plan. Write it out. You can do our 4-week training plan and try that. That might give you a little kickstart on the motivation. But start with nutrition, guys. As much as you guys want to do the workout plan, get the nutrition started first. That's going to give you some motivation if you actually really, really need it.
Come on, Abe.
Nice. Nice this one. Nice. Beautiful.
Boom. Great lift.
You know what I learned from Mikey that I didn't like, still don't like? It's when I first met him. Everything he did was slow and controlled. Everything I did was like fast and athletic. Then one day he told me, he's like, that's not real strength. Then I told him to shut his mouth in a really polite way. And then I slowed it down and did things the way he did. I couldn't do half the weight. So where I've done 315 on incline before for 12 times, athletically and fast, you saw a triple when you slow it down and try to really press through the weight, totally different. And I'm 4 years into this with him, getting slowly better. Here's the deal. He can take what I used to do and do it. He can still move through stuff with speed. I had the speed but couldn't move through the stuff with real power and strength. So, again, little details go a long way. Don't get frustrated. I'm 4 years in, still trying to figure out how to connect the leg stuff to squeeze through a squat, to really build muscle. But I'm still here.
Still kicking it. Where's Kelly? Also, second thing is, Jeff, you might want to get this. You'll notice that on bench press, as Heath can tell you from looking from up here down, I'm taking this bar all the way to the upper chest. So I'm not taking it down to the lower chest where I normally do my power movement. I'm taking it up high. So we'll try to show you that when he films it on this one.
There's some questions we frequently get. I'm gonna give Mike a lift off, and then I'll talk you through it. One of those questions is like, how do I get the lower chest? Mikey's answer has always been the same. You already have a lower chest. It's diet that's not allowing you to see your lower chest. Everyone has a lower chest. Mid chest is most of the time developed on people. Upper chest is what's lacking. So as you develop the upper chest on these extreme angles, this bar path is on its collarbone. All right. So again, don't get lost in the fact that Mikey's doing 365. Get lost in the fact of the angle that he's attacking. You saw those elbows are pinned out. They're not tucked down, contracting the traps, or excuse me, the lats for a power movement. It is all upper shelf isolation, and it works.
So it's a tougher exercise, guys. Again, you guys know when I bench press, pull those elbows in, take it down. Even on the incline, I'm down here. I know it's hard for you guys to see compared to up here today. Wait time. Hi-ya! Again. Nope. Again. Nope. Call it.
So that first one, barely touched my chest and then pressing through. All right, and you saw the struggle. 3, I probably had 6 in the tank there if I was going to crank that out with that speed. It's a very different world, you know. So one is very applicable for the sports world. Train slow, I promise you will play slow. Trying to build muscle, there is definitely a recipe for success with not just time under tension, but actually just, as Mike would say, contracting this muscle and never letting it off. I mean, your foot is on the gas, squeezing that muscle the whole time through, and you see it, whether it's his legs, whether it's his biceps, whether it's his chest. There's never this relaxation point in the middle of his reps. It is a constant squeeze, constant tension. Hence, he looks like he looks.
This might be confusing to you guys that are watching this, unless you see something different. And I think that's a great point is you can watch this, but you may not see what we're doing. And the concept there is that if you see a guy squat, you're going, oh, he's squatting. Okay, but what else is he doing? Where's the foot position? What's the speed he's doing it at? Is he stopping? Is he flexing through it? Is he taking it in a negative and then exploding to the positives? There's so many facets to it. So I would just say there's more to the exercise than just the basic movement. You guys missed Bryceology this morning, but we took his squats up a level to where they should be now. And now he's doing 405 for 8. And again, I go back to the beginning of this, is that he's not a fitness guy. Even though he's now going to be working with Jeff and probably start a YouTube channel and become ultra famous and quit his job. But with that being said, he got 8 with 405. And again, that's a good 100 pounds more than he did 8 years ago, 7 years ago. So for everybody out there to understand that, oh, you peak when you hit 40. Well, he's going to be even better at 50. So for you kids, if you understand that, I know that you guys may look at this and go, I got time. Trust me, this kid back behind me graduated high school at 240.
Yeah.
I graduated at almost 275 pounds. So
238 to be exact, but you know, round up in this world.
But for you guys, if you guys can absorb this information now at such a young age, you will destroy me by the time you're 30. And that's kind of what we're trying to teach you guys. We're trying to teach you this stuff so you can be better than us and don't make our mistakes.
I was shaking my head because he's so nice and kind and loving. He actually firmly believes what he just told you. Everything is true. Go ahead, Mike. You're up. It's all true, but Mikey's a freaking specimen. And there's the Reggie Bushes of the world, the Michael Jordans of the world. They're just different. Mikey's different in a lot of ways. Short bus different. I like my short bus.